We're 6 weeks into this lockdown now, 7 for me, because I'm one of the shielded, with the tiniest glimmer of very faint wavery light at the end of our shared tunnel, a bit further away from me, I think. I seem okay living and working in one room, and we're blessed with a large house, so in the evening I can see my husband Rob. We can eat and relax together while staying firmly 6 weeks feet apart. I do miss touch though. It's been an anxious time for all of us separated from the people we love. I hugely miss my grandkids and my lovely mum, who is deep in dementia. She lives in a care home 10 minutes away from us, and it could be light years away. Some of us, many of us, are worried about jobs and money and putting food on the table. And for some people, this has been an agonising time, losing people they love to this virus. For me, though, it has been a time of rich, deep learning as well. We've all learned how much we need each other. I know all my joy comes from my friends and family and work colleagues, and actually nothing else matters much. We've all made huge efforts to keep in contact with each other, and actually some of that works really well. I have Zoom dinners once a week with my far-flung kids and their partners, and they're fun, and in many ways we're more together than we've ever been, at least not since they left home. I'm really proud of the Comcats team. They've moved almost seamlessly into virtual working, and we are a people-facing people. The first week was a bit tricky while we worked out how we were going to do this, but they're creative and adaptive and opportunistic, and they found all sorts of ways to continue to support people. We have a fast-track offer now to local authorities to help support the recruitment of people to the front line, and that's working well. That's been good. I'm even prouder of our amazing, courageous and creative community micro providers. Many of them are, of course, on the front line, supporting people to stay at home and to stay well. And they've had all the fights everybody else has had about access to personal protective equipment and testing kits, but all that seems to be coming together now, and that's great. Some of our micro-enterprises, many of them, deliver community services, lots and lots of different amazing creative community services, and most of them have put those online, not just for the people they support, but for people more widely. And one of the real little bursts of light this week has been our launch of an online platform called The Buzz, which is just a very simple way of helping people who might enjoy it to access some of the stuff that our community micro-enterprises are producing. I am awed, we all are, by the outpouring of generosity from people in communities and the passionate desire there is to help. I was with colleagues from Kirklees yesterday. We're talking about the way they've been able to support mutual aid organisations, and there's another wonderful development. And they've been supporting them locally to organise and channel all the voluntary help to the people who need it. They know their communities, they work in micro neighbourhoods, and they know who needs the help, and so people have been able to be really effective and used. Kirklees recognises that this time, which some people are calling a liminal time, I think it's a great word, provides an opportunity to reset their relationship with the local communities, to rethink their investment priorities, to invest in community action, and to take away some of those bureaucratic rules and that culture which stops community innovation and community-driven solutions to local problems. I've had the privilege to have time to read and think with other people in our sector about how we can keep these new positive changes going once lockdown ends. There was a survey of people in the UK last week, and they found that only 7% want to return to normal after lockdown. The challenge is, and it's one many people are wrestling with, is what this new world looks like and what the roadmap is to getting there. I think with Nick, our Director of Local Area Coordination Network, that local area coordinators might be part of that roadmap. They've turned on a sixpence, with many running virtual community hubs while remaining connected with the people they walk alongside. Areas with established local area coordination programs have been able to build on the strengths of that and make community-led response the cornerstone of their plans to address the challenge of Covid-19. I've been part of some fascinating conversations with people from sectors that don't normally talk to each other. I think there's a general agreement that we need to reset the relationship between the state and communities so that the state invests in and supports community action but doesn't try and control it. We know that top-down doesn't work. We know that especially from the last 6 weeks. It crushes or wastes community goodwill. Community action needs to be driven by communities and controlled by communities and directed by them. Well, as a good catalyst, I'm trying to bring some of these conversations together because I think we'll need a movement of the many to achieve our brave new world. I will keep you posted.